It's about 6:15 and time now for What's Trending. The world's largest snow maze opened up last weekend in Western Canada. Check this out. An unseasonably warm winter had actually delayed the build in Manitoba, but a polar vortex finally moved through the area so that it was cold enough to be built. There's actually also a sliding hill and even some snow huts with artwork inside. And according to the owner, the maze is even bigger this year with some COVID-19 restrictions in place, and they added a bunch of square footage so that they can keep people further apart. They also added 2 feet to the paths so everyone can maintain social distancing while they're in the maze. And get this, the maze is about 240,000 square feet. So what a fun thing to be able to go and enjoy. And I love that they made it bigger so that you can spread out even more. And of course, we're used to seeing corn mazes in our parts here. But that's just a definitely, well, I wouldn't want to get lost in there though, actually.
No.
Seeing that video kind of stresses me out. I don't want to get lost, but I would definitely want to check it out.
That's a ton of snow. I mean, I can only imagine how many hours of work were put in to make this happen. It looks like a fun time, I guess, but it's almost it almost looks like you know, like that white room that you see in like those like prison cells or whatever, but it was just without a roof. But it looks like a lot of fun. I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, it reminds me of the movie The Shining.
Yeah, okay, I get that. But nevertheless, just a really great effort to actually put all that together.
It's pretty cool.
Without a doubt, that's a lot of snow there too, and yeah, that polar vortex helped out too. And a random fact for you: while we see usually wind chill warnings for us up north in Canada, they actually issue extreme cold warnings. So different terminology of advisories there, but yeah, that cold weather finally helping them out to get that open. And wow, that's a lot of snow.
Yep.
It really is. All right, well, sticking with our winter theme here, out in the northwest corner of Connecticut, there's a ski jumping competition that's actually become a national qualifier for aspiring Olympians. But that's just the recent history in the 95 years of the Salisbury Jump Fest. Everything started when a Norwegian immigrant named John Sauter moved to Salisbury to show the locals what his sport of ski jumping was all about. He climbed up on the barn roof in the wintertime, jumped off the edge of it, and landed safely. Really impressive, I'm sure. And they've been jumping there ever since. So now Jump Fest is a 3-day celebration of ski jumping, and you have a chance to see future Olympians there as well. One of the competitors said, when your coach drops his arm to tell you to go, you just let go of the bar, get off, and then you're ready, you're on the jump, and there's nothing you can do, right? You're just going for it. And some changes for them this year, though. The director says the limited capacity, just to about 400 people, down from the usual 2,500 or so. So definitely a more exclusive event this year, but regardless, looks like a lot of fun. You know, our producer Kevin and I went skiing a couple weeks ago, and we hit a little tiny mini ramp, so maybe we're ready for this.
I would love to see you guys try that. It's so fun to watch, though, and I love the history of that, right? 95 years, that's incredible. And I think there's actually a ski jump up in the UP, so there's one nearby to here, but I would love to be able to go watch that competition. There's flying.
Yeah, watching I would definitely love to do, but maybe not doing it because I can really stay on skis, as you saw in that video we showed you a few weeks ago. I can't ski, so that would not end well at all. But for those of you that might be thinking more on the warmer side, we got this next fun story for you. A Florida alligator competed in a golf foursome this week. Sort of. Mark Goldstein and his 2 playing partners were surprised when they saw this little fella grab Mark's golf ball after an errant shot. The group was playing at Pelican Sound Golf Club in Estero when Mark hit his ball near one of the ponds. He started recording with his cell phone when it became apparent the gator wasn't giving out the ball. The golf buddies erupted in laughter as the gator slid back into the water. So no word if Mark got a mulligan after that, but Marissa, you were doing some research, and it turns out there is a rule for when nature decides to say, we're going to have other ways of doing this,
Yes,
right?
I looked it up, and so on golf.com, I found out that the rule is Rule 11.1b, and it states that if a ball ends up inside of an animal somehow, so for instance, in that gator's mouth, that you do get a free drop, or you can place the ball where it would have been basically underneath his mouth.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but I would not want to come across that guy. And I love too that he just takes off with it, right? I mean, see you later, ball. I'm not going to go after that.
That is too funny. And I think what's even more funny is that they had to create a rule for that. I wonder like when that rule was put in place, and
How recently, and what other animal situations?
Yeah, what situation really kicked that all off?
Yeah.
But it's great that they have one now.
Oh, that's too funny. Too bad you don't have someone that knows how to gator wrestle, try to get the ball out, but maybe. But then again, you could probably just go to the store and get another ball too, or hopefully you have plenty with you too, and then just do the rule too.